Sailor Moon.
Just it on. Just it on. Okay. Oh. Come here. Here, right here, here. Good. Yes. Now say Jelika. Jelika. Super. Dirty good.
Hindi yan nag-play. Labin.
Fish. Crabs. It's not in these big ones, but maybe in the smaller ones. Okay. Small, really small fish. Really small fish. We call it like fishermen still doing it, but before it was a lot because they were living just from that. Now they live from tourism, so things change. We can go to see which kind of songs they were listening.
Oh, meron din silang lampara, oh. Oh. Galing dito sa kanila yan. Music. Oh. Ano mga pangalan yan, be? Alam mo?
Yeah, it's not good. It's no, the one before it was this, and now it's this.
Oh.
Okay, the inside the stomach of animal, and then you.
Ah?
Okay. So do you like the music?
Instrumental.
No. It's strange. Singing, but you will just going to hear the dialect.
Parang bismillah.
You're like dying.
Similarly in my country also.
Yeah?
During Holy Week.
Yes, similar. Great. Again, this one because this is the most cheerful one.
Ito yung
and we are
kontrol
going to
kanina.
go.
Yun yung sa tiyan daw. Galing sa tiyan ng
It's not
hayop.
going to work or what?
Galing na.
Graduation.
Mga musician. Musician.
Pag po kayo mga labi,
Daan, taas-taas pala nitong museum.
kayo nararamdaman. Sabi po.
Ang taas. Oh, chandelier. Ay, chandelier. Ay, mga ano nila, oh. Mga bed nila. Sana all. Meron din tayo nito saan eh. Sa Calamba. Bed ni Rizal.
In this room,
Ito sinauna.
and here are some items that
sorry.
show us how they live. Room for a couple from the beginning, from the end of the 19th century. So everything is made in wood. You see the decorations, but they were, of course, living separately, not like today, together. Maybe it was better because somebody is snoring. The old town, a lot of people that actually had money were Italian origins. They were not like locals. So locals mostly live in the village and had less money. They basically sleep with cows. So they didn't have this kind of beds. They slept, kako se kaže slama? Grass. Okay, so I did some pictures. So down there we have another really great person, and she was teaching mostly poor children because people here didn't know how to write, how to read. So she dedicated her life to teach poor children how to read and everything. She was writing poems, and she was politically active. She had social democrats ideas, and she also helped the miners to fight for their rights. Okay, so we hope that in the end of this year we are going to have a digitalized her heritage. So maybe if you're going to be here, then you can come again in the museum and then maybe read, because everything is going to be also translated. So in
Na tayo. Sana tayo? Ay, sa ibang lugar na naman. Sa ibang lugar na naman kami. Okay.
Okay, so now we are going to explain more about the mining history. 100 years. So this is like the very first year.
1420.
15th century and then 18th century. So
1836.
1736 was the first year when the bigger exploitation of the coal mine started. So we were in the end of the era of the different horizons. Okay, so also the one horizon was under the level of the sea. So you have sea that you see in Rabat, then you have the
Underground.
ground of the sea, and then under there also. So imagine to go to work. So today we say, oh, it's too hard to go to work, they're crazy. So imagine to go under the ground, be there at least 6, 8, sometimes in 10 hours, and then go out and you don't see the light, they are all in black. So the mining, the work of the miners. Models, I printed models of some important parts of the mining heritage. So this is downtown with this huge tower. So the tower is reconstructed a few years ago. Here we have a huge also part that is reconstructed. Now here is the city library. In that part here, in 2 or 3 years, we're going to have a creative hub or so on, I don't know. So basically all the parts that were used for the mining, now we're using it in different entrepreneurship or public and so on. And it's not devastated, more or less. So here you have the power plant. When you go to Rijeka, you see it. So that one here, we receive our electricity. It was created in 1971, I think, and it was using before the mine from our area. Later, our mine was not usable anymore. That period of time also was born Matthius Severicus, so he's there on this map. He was an important person that started Protestantism. Then later he moved to Germany and continued to work with Martin Luther, and I don't know how many books he wrote. One of a replica of the book is there behind his back. So he was writing books. Imagine that you need to learn from the book. Pretty big, yes. What else? The Teatrino I showed you, saw it in real, how it looks like. And we have a lot of legends during that time. So this is the legend from the 16th century when some pirates attacked Labin. We call them Uskoci. And this is the legend how Labin protected the old town. They were like, kako se kaže lukavi?
Clever.
They were clever, so this was the town back then, like illustration. The pirates came, a lot of pirates by the sea, but they said, okay, we are not so much inside this town, we need to protect ourselves. So they killed wild pigs, and they put them in some coffins and then throw it down the streets of the old town, and the blood went through the door of the safe floor. And then when the pirates saw a lot of blood, they said, oh my God, they're going to kill us all. They went away. So this is the legend how they protected in short. So there is a legend of the law of the kota. I don't know. The law of something. I don't know how to translate it. The law of cattle. Okay, cattle law? Yeah, it says that the only way you can prove that you are innocent, that you need to put, so when they catch some thief or something, he needed to prove that he is innocent, and he needed to put in the boiling water can and to catch some stone in the end of his kettle, okay? So it was practically impossible to prove that you're innocent. So this is also a law of the kettle. Yeah, it's kind of a legend, sorry.
Ganda.
Now we're going to jump in the newest history of Labin, the 20th century. And we're starting with
Try mo.
Libro pa nga lang natin, hindi ko
Okay, so Labin is a small town, and this area of Istria where we are on now, we had different history through periods. One of the things that I said before, you remember, okay? So we had Venetians, the Roman period before, some France, Austro-Hungarians, etc. And then in the 20th century we had in Europe or in the world, First and the Second World War. So people also from this area combated in the war. So we have some pieces that are original. I don't know which one is from which war, but you have this legend so you can approach and see. But the most important thing is that we had, we were under Italy in the 20th century, so until the Second World War. Then we managed to free ourselves from German attacks and Italian attacks, so fascism, Nazism, and etc. A lot of our people died in that war, and this is a room that is talking the story about it. So behind you see a young guy that died in the combat. He was a partisan. Okay. So then later, when we liberated from the occupators, in this area it was established Yugoslavia. Maybe you heard about this, okay? This is Tito, the dictator, I don't know how to say, the president of Yugoslavia. Okay, so we were under Yugoslavia until 1990s, when we had a civil war with our neighbors, the Serbians, and from then on we are the Republic of Croatia, so 1990s, 91 until now, and in 2013 we entered the European Union as a union of states in the European field. We are having the law of European Union, trying to have the law of European Union, and trying to have their salaries and all the conditions and so on. And we are going to see what is going to happen now with the Trump and everything. Okay, so enough politics. This is our first president. Name was Franjo Tuđman. Try to pronounce Franjo. Good. Okay, so we have one more story about not war, but it's a kind of.
hayop. Ang bangko naman yun.
Kasi udi ko lang nakikita.
Fascist time, Mussolini was exploiting a lot of coal mine to power the companies that created weapons for the Second World War. Okay, so a lot of people died. So yesterday we commemorated all the dead from that period. It was more than 700 dead in the last 300 years. 200 years actually, and we have a local historian that was former leader of the museum that was working on that book for 4 years to collect all the names of the dead in our mines. So there are people from Labin, from Istria, Europe, Belgium, Italy, former Yugoslavia and so on, and we had a lot of accidents in the mine, so it was really dangerous job. And now we are going to go in the replica. What is important? People
Underground. Tunnel nila dati. Hindi makita. Retno. Sretno. Oh, ang ganda ng bato. Mag-helmet na tayo.
Okay.
Dilim. Ang dilim. Pasok na tayo sa tunnel. Sakay dyan, Ed. Uy.
Gumalaw yan.
The coal mine and then it
Gugulo.
went
Mga gamit.
pushing, through the railway office.
Ah, yeah.
Okay? So
They
come
put
closer, the ones who didn't see.
Pareho lang.
Iron.
Parang gamito lang nila.
Uy, Edna, dapat nauuna ka dun. Galingan mo dyan.
Find your height.
Workers.
Hindi mo lang, sayang yung helmet. Ano na nagasgas?
May kakasya tayo dyan.
Okay, dapat si Adrian, oh.
Ay, grabe. Ang sikip ng pinagtatrabahoan nila dati.
May utot yan.
Ikaw yun, nakasamulog sa'yo.
Hoy. Grabe, ang hirap ng sitwasyon nila.
Dito yung zombie.
Ganito yung minings nila dati. Grabe, oh. Nag-mining na kami. Grabe, no, mga ano, oh, kahoy. Kahoy lang tong gamit nila. Grabe, no. Ang history. O, hindi sumayad yung ulo ni Edna sa ano. Uy, nauntog na siya. Ala, ang liit na, grabe. Mabubuhay kaya tayo dito?
Sa may wifi.
Uy, grabe, oh, nakatumad na. Sobrang liit. Oh, grabe. Basta nakatuwad na tayo. Doon, oh, mga nakatuwad na. Ay, matangkad-tangkad si. Pwede na palang tumayo. O ano? Musta kayo dyan? Ang liit, no? Grabe, ang liit, no? Diba? Tuwad-tuwad lang.
Everybody alive! Yes!
We are safe.
We are safe.
Oh my gosh. Eh, grabe, oh. Sobrang liit ng daan. Experience talaga, Day. Oh, pin-experience yung mga buhay nila dati. Ganito yung buhay nila. Ay, nakalabas na kami. Napakalaking museum dito sa Labin. Oh, bigayan na ng ano, diploma. Pera ba yan? Pera?
Bigay na ng para.
Pera yan. Ay, naku. Nakalabas na kami. Galing kami diyan sa green. Yan ang museum. Pakalaking. Palabas na kami guys. Tapos na yung tour sa museum. O diba? Dami namin pinagdaanan bago namin na-receive tong diploma. Ah! Guys.